Hello, everyone. We're going to start off with a small sampling of what tonight will bring before I reveal myself. But to do this, I need to set the mood. Something no one ever told me about being a VTuber. It's a lot of hard work. I love to take care of my family. And as soon as I saw some of the sheets they gave me, I was dying for a moment of alone time so that I could read my scriptures. Something about a pile of poop falling off the kid's tushy does a mom good. Apparently, they liked the sing-songy feel of their voices. The next day, they repeated themselves and kept asking me what I had. I explained what it was and what it was used for, and they were super excited. So, yeah, that's the level of stuff we're dealing with today. I thought the classical music would be appropriate for that. Let's swap to something a little less depressing, shall we? How y'all doing tonight? Hopefully everyone is doing well. Hey, what's up, Ray? Hey, what's up, Vespa? How you doing? Is chat working? Nope, chat is not working. Why is chat not working? Excuse me? But chat, you were just working on the main screen. Oh my gosh. You know, sometimes everything just breaks, and that's okay. It'll probably work on Twitch. Yep, it works on Twitch. One of these days, chat will not be broken on YouTube. It was working on Saturday. Don't know why it's not working today, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, I have an idea. Hold on. Can I make the chat more bigger? Why is the chat so small? Why is chat so small? Squeeze me? Chat is so small. Hold on, let's boom. There we go. But yeah. You want it even bigger? That's so big. You type a few words, you'll fill up the whole thing. All right, just for you, I'll make it a little bit bigger. There you go. But yeah, how is everyone doing tonight? Hopefully you're all doing well. As you may or may not notice, we are using VTube Studio now for our model. And I think it's doing rather well. I think it does better than FaceRig. So yeah, I'm excited to use this from now on. In addition to what we got going on here, we've got a fun little addition to our expression entourage. Oh, yep. See, there we go. Now it's broken. Okay, I'll have to figure out chat for next time. You're gonna have to deal with being a little bit smaller today. There we go. But today we have a new expression that we added, which is this one. I have starry eyes now. Beautiful. But yeah, I now have everything hotkeyed, so I can just go so fast. So fast that it can't even hook up. But yeah. Actually, do you know what? I want to try something since we're here anyways. I want to see if this will work. All right, I tried turning a different chat service on. Let's see. How you doing, Solo? Hopefully you're doing well. Oh, also something funny. Well, it's funny to me. I didn't notice this when I was doing the debut stream, but my angry face only shrinks my right eye. So we need to fix that. But that's not too big of a deal. We're working on it. All right, I'm going to type something in chat just to test this. Nope. Okay. So it's not just this chat. Yep. YouTube is just broken in general. Okay. Good to know. I can see you guys. You just won't show up on the screen. No big deal though. So yeah, having a lot of fun with this. Still using my usual faces and stuff. I'm sure I'll get better with the actual usage of expressions and things as time goes on. But for right now, oh, let me shrink myself a little bit more. Boom. Perfect. Yeah, so the plan for tonight, let me go ahead and turn this music down even lower, is to use something called Talk to Transformer. You're the guy, I'm the guy from YouTube. See, why is it doing this? It's like, why is chat so broken? I'm gonna have to shrink it down again. I'll figure this out tomorrow, or hopefully tonight. But for now, it's just, I don't know how to fix it. Well, you can type long. You'll just be super small for right now. Like I said, I'll have to figure out how to fix this later. But for right now, yep, you have to be small. I'm sorry. You have to be so small. How small are you? Oh yeah, you're pretty small. I'll see if I can fix it by tomorrow. I do know that you're the guy from YouTube. I do indeed. But yeah, so Talk to Transformer is a neural network AI that writes stories. Not very long stories, like the one that I started off with. But they can get pretty funny. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna run it through some prompts. We're gonna see what it says, and you know, we'll go from there. Hopefully it'll be entertaining, and yeah, let's just hop right on into it, shall we? we're also going to be testing a little experiment tonight too. So the music's going to be off because I'm going to try and turn this into a longer form video. Oh, well, hello. I'm so big on this screen. I need to move myself like down here. Yeah, there we go. However, chat, you guys get to move up here just a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Boom. Now you're sitting right above me. Perfect. Let's get more of myself up here on the screen, shall we? Boom. Perfect. All right. So yeah, this is Talk to Transformer, as you can tell. And we're going to look at some of the stuff that we're going to put in here. And we're going to start with a prompt that was actually given to me by Rando. And we'll see what Talk to Transformer decides to put out. And yes, I do know that you're the guy from YouTube. All right, let's hop into this. So it's pretty simple. All you do is you just put in a nice little prompt. This one's a little short, so we might not get a whole lot out of it, but it should still be funny. Hey, JV, I am doing well, and I am in fact hydrated. Thank you for asking. My day has been good. I took a little nap before stream, so I am nice and energetic. How about you? How are you doing? Hopefully you are, hopefully you're doing well. You just came to air house like I'm dying because I didn't sleep. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, you better go get some sleep then. Don't want you dying. All right, so we're going to try out this prompt from Rando. During a stormy night, I got hungry, but I didn't want to stop writing, so I put the computer to bed and ate a yogurt with peanut butter and sat in front of the television. At 11:30, I walked into the dining room to see what my husband was doing on the computer. He was typing an email and he wanted me to read it. Something which wasn't entirely clear to me because the storm had happened to him and he was busy reassuring me. A misunderstanding. Okay, well that's a very interesting start to a story. I wonder what would happen if we fed it through it again. Something which wasn't clearly entirely, this line right here is what gets me. Something which wasn't entirely clear to me because of the storm had happened to him and he was busy reassuring me. Don't know what that means. Ah, yes, Elise, I do know that you are the guy from Twitch. I love how often you change your name. It's kind of hilarious at this point. But, all right, so we didn't really get a super good story from that. Let's try continuing it, shall we? So, something which wasn't entirely clear to me because of the storm had happened to him and he was busy reassuring me. All we're going to do is we're going to put that back in, you know, that last line. Oh, and we need to put in a misunderstanding. Let's see what it says. So to continue the story, we laughed and he made a joking reference to my disability. Then he surprised me as ever by being thoughtful. He said, you know what would be great? Having a kid with Down syndrome? Oh, okay. Okay. We're getting a little spicy. We're getting a little spicy. I don't know if this is what we wanted, but this is what's happening. That way they would know about disability, but have no idea of its misery. Just after I posted, I got word that there was a lockdown at a campus not far from where I live. I'm not sure which campus it was, but it wasn't one that I'm familiar with. Whoa, okay, that story took a bit of a dark turn there. That caught me out of left field. Oh my gosh, you know what would be great? Having a kid with Down syndrome. Oh my gosh. Was not ready for that. Whew. Wow. Just okay. No way would I have thought that could have. Oh, AI is a masterpiece writer right here. Just I I don't know what to say. Okay, so let's take a look here. Let's look at this whole story, shall we? Let's slap up a notepad, shall we? I should have copied the first thing, but I didn't. Oh, gosh. We're gonna have to come back and we're gonna have to look at all these stories that we made because this is fantastic. Wow. I kind of want to keep going because like, you know, that was the first, this is the first twist of the story, right? Like we can only do this so many times because apparently they added a character limit to this, but I mean, after a wham statement like that, I gotta know where it's going, you know? Can hot dogs bark? Calm down. That's pretty funny. Okay, let's see here. So the next part of the story. So we're going to a college campus. Don't know which one, but we're going there. When I tried to log on to Google Reader, the news was still coming in, but there weren't any details available. I went outside and my friend wanted to stay with me, so I sat on a bench by the basketball court and we chatted for a while. A helicopter flew by, the one with the camera in it. She asked me if I wanted to go home, but I declined and I told her about the lockdown. Oh, we're in lockdown now. She was disappointed because she wanted to go home. I wasn't sure what was going on at first, but later I was. Okay, so we've obviously got some sort of intrigue going on here because we went from, you know, talking about having a kid to going to campus with a friend and then sitting outside at the basketball courts while we're apparently in lockdown. I mean, helicopters are flying by, you know, like I don't know what's going on here, but I feel like there's still a bunch of this story that we should be telling. So we're just going to let it roll one more time just to see if we can get a satisfying conclusion to this epilogue that started with, and I quote, "During a stormy Wednesday night, I got hungry." That is where the story has started. Let's see if we can give it the ending it deserves. So she was disappointed because she wanted to go home. A police car drove by. She said they must be doing a medical call. About a half hour later, the ambulance showed up and took the person that was shot away. I did not hear the whole story, but apparently the cop that did the shooting had some problems of his own, and the security guard was on the way back to the station when they pulled up. The cop acted like an ass, so the security guard shot him. Whoa! Wait. Whoa. No. A police car drove by. It's a medical call because a security guard shot a cop. Apparently, the cop bled to death, and the security guard was charged with his murder. Wow. That's one way to end a story, let me tell you what. And yes, the real Rayless. Oh my gosh. Wow. I am in awe at this story that we have written here tonight. That all started just because he was hungry. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. I just want to do this all day now. This is so cool. So I unfortunately did not copy the first part of the story because, you know, I'm super smart. And but we went from, you know, talking about food, you know, we didn't know what we were going to eat on a Wednesday night. We had like peanut butter and something I already forgot. And then we went straight into the discussion about having a kid with Down syndrome, which somehow led to a shootout at a college because a security guard got pissed at a cop for being a jerk. Wow. What a Wednesday night, my friends. What a Wednesday night. That's something else right there. That is something else. Let's run it again. Let's see what kind of new story we get. I'm excited. So that was just prompt number 1. We got plenty of these. So that his second prompt was about going to a grocery store. And then we're going to launch into some prompts maybe about YouTubers, because this is going to be hilarious to me. So this new prompt is, I went to a grocery store. They were having a big sale. I went to a grocery store. They were having a big sale. A bunch of stuff for 50 cents. I was over by the bananas and bought a bag of them. And the next thing you know, I find myself with banana jam. I don't know if I will ever eat that banana jam. I don't know what to do with all the bananas. I just put them in the freezer. That's a very self-contained story, given the road that we just got off of. I mean, the last one had dialogue, it had intrigue, it had a story. This one's like, a little story you tell your friends. Like, hey, I went to the grocery store, bought some bananas. For some reason, I bought the jam. Don't know what I'm going to do. Throw stuff in the fridge. Yeah, it's a pretty tame story. You know what? I like it. I like it a lot. That's going to go in the file, So this is a new story that we're saving here. Because, it's just nice little story. Nothing, again, just so self-contained. So now is where we're going to start devolving into shenanigans. Because I want to see if we can create that same epic that we did when we started. Because it's going to be good. So we're going to start off with talking about most popular YouTuber that's not a corporation on YouTube. You talk to AI all the time. I do. We do indeed. Also, hello, 1 Week Rain. How you doing? Welcome. Isn't Index an AI or something? Yes, I do believe Index is an AI. Well, actually, is she? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't actually remember. Maybe I'm just terrible. I don't remember people's lore. I'm horrible. All right, so I'm going to put in the same prompt that I started the stream off with, because it's funny to me, and so I'm doing it. But to reiterate, the last 2 sentences of that story generation was, the next day they repeated themselves and kept asking me what I had. I explained what it was and what it was used for, and they were super excited. We don't know what that is, what they had, or what I was asking for, but we're about to find out. But I also didn't save this in a notepad, so I have to type this out real quick. What I had, I explained what it was and what it was used for, and they were super excited. And now I have to reset my model because it doesn't like when I type like that. All right, so the first story that we had was just about me being a VTuber. They said it was hard. We had some weird family drama, but now they apparently are excited about what I have, and they want to know what I use it for. I'm like super excited. I couldn't stop grinning. When I looked over, when it was over, they looked so pleased with themselves. I guess that's better than playing with some garbage on the floor or eating cat food. What kind of comparison is that? Hello? Like, they, they still haven't told us what it is. Like, I don't know what to do with this. We have to keep going further because, you know, like, I don't know where this story's leading. Does anyone else? I'm going to copy the last 2 lines. We're going to paste it in. We're going to see what we got. I'm going to miss that little monster. If I had a money tree, I'd plant it right outside his cage. My plants have all either died or gone to pot. It's probably a good thing. If that little bastard would eat all my dirt, he could probably eat all the money. Mom has this friend who gave her 3 dachshund puppies. She wanted them to be black like hers, but the only puppy they had was a bright blue tricolor. When Mom brought the puppy home, he was all white and blue. Okay, so my puppy died. That's wait. Hold on. Whoa. Back up. Wait. Hold on here. I have something concerning. When it was over, they looked so pleased with themselves. I'm going to miss that little monster. Did they kill my puppy? What's going on here? Wait, hold on. We need some investigative journalism here. Okay. So the previous sentence. Okay, these are the previous sentences. The next day, they repeated themselves and kept asking me what I had. I explained what it was and what it was used for, and they were super excited. I'm like super excited. I couldn't stop grinning. When it was over, they looked so pleased with themselves. I guess that's better than playing with some garbage on the floor or eating cat food. I'm going to miss that little monster. Did we not just describe like the murder of a puppy? Like with the rest of the sentences, we find out that it was a puppy and like, okay, you know what? Let's give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to call anyone a monster yet who's not really a monster. But we're gonna have to add on to this story because, you know, something's not adding up. Maybe there's some element of the story that we missed. You know, there's got to be something. There's got to be something that we missed. All right, so here we go. We're gonna do the same thing that we did before. The last 2 sentences are the new prompt. Okay, come on. We gotta find a better ending than what's going on right now because this is too much. This is too much. I don't know if I can take this kind of a story. When Mom brought the puppy home, he was all white and blue. I named him Bluey, and we loved each other from the start. Blue grew up to be a big dog, and about the size of a Great Dane. Okay, we got a big puppy. Although he was big, he was a gentle giant. He only fought with one other dog for dominance. He never liked to be around other dogs, but he was extremely intelligent and could remember things like who belonged to what dog. He was also very loving and always curled up with me and Mom on the couch every night. I'm sensing a big butt. I'm sensing a big butt here. Hydrate check. I can do that. Because I do in fact have hydration ready. Because I knew I was going to be talking a lot tonight, so I had a lot of water. Water's so good. All right, so far we have a really messed up story with a monologue about how nice my dog is. I really don't enjoy where this is going. Like this is kind of upsetting. but we still don't have a good end of the story. Like right now, we're just telling part of it. We need to have our end. So where does this all lead? Let's continue on, shall we? He and his brother Scooter were like me and my mom. When you loved them, they loved you back. He's just so much like the boys in the picture. He was extremely smart and had no fears. He would run around our yard without even looking at the rabbits in the distance. We would play for hours, throwing a ball to him and him picking it up and bringing it back to you. Wait, he was completely blind by the time he was 5 years old, but he didn't seem to mind? What? He'd still play fetch? Oh my gosh. What? My poor puppy. He's a big old boy and he's already blind by the age of 5. What do we ever do to this guy? Where's the justice in the world? Come on. Well, at least now we know they had a brother named Scooter, you know? Every little bit gives us one more piece of the puzzle. You know? But we're still just telling the backstory. We don't know what's going on yet. We need to know more. So, okay, he was blind. We know he's a dog, but I have a feeling with these last 2 sentences, you know, we're about to go really off the rails here. I'll never forget one day when I was about 9 years old, and my dad drove me and my brother around in his 76 Cutlass, and he turned to me and said, "This is your car." When I turned around, there was Ben, the most beautiful chocolate lab, sitting behind the wheel of my dad's car. Ben had a stroke before I even met him, but he was still in the driver's seat and my dad was behind the wheel. The two of them were having a conversation that I was not allowed to hear. Okay, so we now have a time frame for when we got our dog. I was 9 years old, you know, in a 76 Cutlass. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait. That just registered. Hold on a second. Wait. This is your car. So wait, he gave me a 76 Cutlass when I was 9 years old that also had a dog. But okay, maybe this dog's for me. Maybe this isn't my puppy yet, you know. But I had a car at 9 years old, you know. That's at least something, right? Even though the dog had a stroke, you know, it was you know, apparently it was the most beautiful chocolate lab ever. So these two were just chatting away, you know, out behind the wheel of my brand new car, talking to my dad, you know. Okay, the story is starting to turn a little bit more heartwarming. So, like, I still want to know why we were happy about the dog being dead in the first place, you know. That would be nice. That would be a good thing to know, you know. So I feel like we're still in the build-up phase. I want to know what the ending, you know. Rando's story had an ending. It was a good ending. Ben, Dad said sternly, "We have to go now, and I don't want you driving all the way to the city." I'll admit that Ben is a little slower now than he used to be, but we had driven together in some pretty bad weather conditions, and Dad's voice didn't have the same urgency to it that it had in those days. I will never forget how hard my dad looked and said those words. I'm not sure if it was a one-time thing that he had to tell my brothers and I that we were not allowed to do something. Okay, well, now the story has officially gone off the rails because he's talking to Ben, who is the dog who had a stroke, who is slower now than he used to be, but when we had driven together in some pretty bad weather conditions. Wait, hold on. Wait. I'm having a thought here. Hold on. We're talking about Ben. We know Ben is a dog from earlier in the story. We know he's slow because he had a stroke. We were 9 years old, and dad, quote unquote, gave the car to us. Guys, now, I'm just throwing this out there. What if we're also a dog? You know? I mean, dogs can understand commands and people talking to them, you know? Maybe not. We don't know how much they can understand. Maybe it's completely plausible that, you know, we as a dog are interpreting this English perfectly, you know? And that would make sense to why, you know, we knew that Ben had been a little bit slower, you know? And especially this, I'll never forget how hard my dad looked and said those words. I'm not sure if it was a one time that he had to tell my brothers and I that we were not allowed to do something. Now, if we are a dog, you get told not to do stuff all the time because you're supernaturally curious, you know? My entire perspective for this plot might have been wrong. You know, maybe we are one of the dogs in this situation. Who knows? We're going to have to add all this to the end of the story, and we're going to see what happens, you know? Because I want to see how this ends, even if it takes the rest of our weekly characters. This is one hell of a story, guys. We're going to get to the bottom of this. I guarantee it. So we are going to only copy this last paragraph because this sounds dire. And I think our AI friend is going to interpret that as being pretty dire. Or the times when we would ask just to see if he would say no, but it always came out hard and mean. It was all the time. Now that I'm an adult, I know it was because we were wrong, not because he didn't love us. And I don't think that as an adult, I could have handled those words because as a child, you are a child. That's pretty deep. You don't see the world as clearly as you do as a grown-up because as a child, you live with the wonder and excitement and you don't have any other thoughts except of the, you can't leave me on a cliffhanger like that. You can't say any other thoughts except of the, come on. You know, we go through this nice, deep, philosophical comment and then you hit us with that. Like, are you serious right now? Are you serious? Like, we need to know what we don't see the world as clearly as. What is the thing that we're not seeing? AI, please tell us. I need to know. This is a very long and in-depth story that is way more than I thought I was going to get. But you know, it's like I said, it's one heck of a story. I need to know where this is headed. So accept the good kind. Everything is so exciting. You can't think of anything else. And as a grown-up, I think about the same things as you, but I don't live with the wonder anymore. Just the other day, I was lying in bed wondering, why is the sky blue? Why do I have to breathe oxygen? Why is the sun so hot? I mean, I'm aware there's a reason why the sky is blue, that it reflects light and that it's got light in it, but really, how come? And why is the sun so hot? Dude, are we having a mental break? Like, are we just describing, like, did we just snap one day and we murdered something? The family was excited about it. And in our delusion, we also were excited about it. Like, what the heck is going on with this story, man? I don't even know anymore. Like, we're having only good thoughts as a kid. Sure, that makes sense. We go into some deep philosophy stuff here. We ask why the sun is hot twice. And like, I don't know. I really don't know what else could happen here. We'll just keep going. So, you know, we're aware that there's a reason why the sky is blue, that it reflects light and that's got light in it. But how come? And why is the sun hot? Please stop. It hurts my brain. I mean, it only takes 30 seconds to burn out a nickel. I guess 1 minute is all it takes out to burn a whole nickel. And the moon is mostly a waste of space. I'm amazed that Earth can support life. Most of it's made out of water, or was. Look, I'd just like to know why. Okay, I'd like to talk to someone who was old enough to remember what it was like when stuff was first invented. I want to know how it was like before. And I mean before people burned kerosene. I I what happened here? I don't even know. I don't even know what happened here. Like, we went on this amazing journey just to die in a philosophical debate. Also, hello Will and hello Candle Dude. How you doing? Uh we got one heck of a story today. That's for sure. This 6,000 word story that all started with me asking or me saying something no one ever told me about being a VTuber. We went on this journey about reading scriptures, you know, liking the songs that are voices, being super excited about something I had, you know, something I couldn't stop grinning over, which was apparently a dead dog. And then we, you know, got into some philosophical questions about, are we actually a dog in this story? Is it just all told from our perspective? And then, you know, we rounded it out with, you know, philosophical mental crisis. I don't know what's going on here. I have no freaking idea. I think we just had a mental break and we devolved into, you know, psychological questions. And I don't think there's any escape from this. We're going to give it one more shot to see if we can get a satisfying conclusion to this story. Because I don't know about you, but I got to know where it ends. I need to know. I have to know where this ends. Because it's been just such a good journey. It's such a good journey. So I want to know how it was like before. And I mean before people burned kerosene. Let's find out together. Before there were electric lights, before there were cars, you know how it was like before electricity? Mr. Brennan and cars. He got up on the little boardwalk at the house and they had pitches and it was gravel. And one of them threw him out, and I don't know whether he could get back or not. Well, he didn't get very far. He came back into the house, Mr. Brennan. I got up at midnight, I guess it was, the next morning, and I was unresponsive. Wait. Did we just die? I got up at midnight, I guess it was, the next morning, and I was unresponsive. Guys, I think our stroking out theory from earlier might have been accurate to just us, you know? Because this makes absolutely no sense. I felt like we entered like a playwright right there. This is amazing. The Mr. Period space Brennan colon. Like, I love how it separated that onto two different lines, you know? But that was crazy. We're gonna save that as a story so we can revisit that later, because that was trippy, my friends. That was super trippy. Wow. That was cool. All right, so we got 2,500 characters left. We can do maybe one more story, like one more full story before we get kicked off of the site. So the question is what kind of story do we want to create? The very first prompt is going to shape the whole thing, probably, but not really, because it's just going to get out of hand almost immediately again. So we're going to tell a story. But what story are we going to tell? Let's ask a question. Let's start off with a question. We could ask why. Oh, I kind of want to tie it back into this one. I kind of want to ask, story about the future, Papa? What happened? What happened in the future? Yeah, that we could ask about the future. I'm just refilling my water real quick. Ah. Water is delicious. Ah. Okay. I almost just spilled water all over my keyboard. About the future. So the prompt we will write is, let's see. We ended our story as unresponsive. What happened to the rest of the family in the future? What became of them? Well, we're going to ask a simple question. Just what happened to the family in the future and what became of them? Let's find out together. What things transpired while we were unresponsive? When they died, what about their spiritual beings? If they somehow survived being marooned on Earth, what became of them? The old people after coming out of the snow. Here's a piece of the plot that did not make it into the final version of Children of Time. An ancient, out-of-place religious community that would have likely been the newest settlers on the moon may have found some form of divinity to worship. Unlike the new tribalists, their deities were not necessarily a monster, but a monotheistic god. What? Well, what became of them when they died? What about their spiritual beings? And did they survive being marooned on Earth? So wait, did we just leave the planet? Like, what's going on? How do you get marooned on Earth? Earth is a great place to live, right? Well, okay, well, it's a place to live right now. The old people after coming out of the snow. So this is the plot from the final version of Children of Time. Oh, so we're just part of a story. That's all we are. We're part of a book. Oh, that's no big deal then, you know. If we're just, you know, a small part of a bigger piece of the puzzle, that's fantastic, you know. Wow. But I need to know what this is. We need to continue this story because this story is so crazy already. Like, it's the plot of a movie, you know. If we copy this down, we can pitch it to Hollywood. We can make millions, you know. We're just gonna copy this last piece because this is pretty crazy. And all right, so what else is there? And this might have encouraged these strange beings to be the first travelers from Earth to the moon. The universe is messy. Those who say they have the answers are the ones who misunderstand what it is to be an artist. What is the purpose of the pyramids? It's to help future generations understand what they were. Artists are a mean to an end. They're not always happy about the idea of not knowing, but as Tom Lehrer said, who can say what they will create? I mean, that's not a bad pitch, you know? It's a little weird, you know, I'll admit it. It's a little weird, just a little bit. But, you know, we're a plot about the Children of Time, an ancient out-of-place religious community that would have likely been the newest settlers on the moon and may have found some sort of deity to worship, which encouraged them to travel to the moon. And of course, it uses the pyramids or an alien thing plot. You know, this actually sounds like a pretty standard Hollywood movie, if I'm being perfectly honest here. You know, we got cults, we got, you know, adventure, we got the pyramids. You know, we have a bunch of locales that we can use and that can, you know, generate an awesome story for us. But you know, I don't know. This feels like pretty standard Hollywood, if I'm being perfectly honest here, you know? But still, not a bad story. All right, what do we got left? We got 1,500 characters left. All right, what's our big final piece? You know what? Let's write the sequel to this movie. Maybe the settlers did go to the moon. You know, maybe they found something that they weren't supposed to. Let's see. So after traveling to the moon and finding their deity, the newfound settlers discovered that their religion held many dark secrets. So we're currently writing the plot to the second movie. Let's see what happens. It also helps if you spell deity right, you know? The mystery religion, known as the Order of the Yeti, quickly spread throughout the territories of each civilization, melting into the cultures of whatever people they found. Every religion, as known by the code, included specific dark purposes, each having a specific potentate, or potentate, however you say that. I don't know. Within the Order of the Yeti, there was a great evil, which was considered the 666 demon. It was a great enemy that wanted to consume the soul of the world, slowly replacing it with its own evil ways. Guys, we got ourselves a sequel right here. This is a good plot right here. I mean, I'd watch it just to see, you know, where the heck this is going, but you know, we gotta continue it further. So if it was able to reach human levels, it would create the last of the Yetis and rule the world with an iron fist. To prevent this, the Order of the Yeti was established by some of the surviving Yetis as a means of protecting the world from this evil. At first, the Order consisted only of a few dozen Yeti, but it soon became apparent that the number of Yetis had increased far beyond that number. At the time, there was a member of the Order named Eldor. Eldor was a powerful Yeti with the capacity to do something. What is it? We only have 63 characters left. I gotta know how this story ends. This is such a good story. You know, we got the Order of the Yeti that were apparently like demon worshipping cultists, but then we find out that they're not actually demon worshipping cultists. They're there to try and stop the demons from taking over the world, and their main people are called Yetis. Now, whether or not that's actual Yetis, you know, that's up for debate. But you know, we got this guy named Eldor. He might be the main character of our story, and unfortunately, we have like 63 weekly characters to figure out what his deal is. So what is his great capacity? That's going to be the entire selling point of the entire movie. We need to know what his what is his great capacity? What is his capacity? With a great capacity to hunt and kill. Okay. He was an accomplished hunter and great warrior who was also very dedicated to the member of the who's also a very dedicated member of the Order. Elder was respected among the Order members and was responsible for building many of the offices and meeting spaces within the Order. When Eldor left the Order of the Yeti, he left no indication to his true intention or why he left, and he created many accounts for himself as to why he left. I then did a search on Eldor, and all I found was another person named Eldor. What a way to round off our storytelling. That's amazing. Holy cow, that's so good. So not only do we have a plot that involves, you know, going to the moon, worshiping some weird religion, finding out that said weird religion is, you know, the Order of the Yeti, who is there to stop the dark secrets from being released, that is run by potentially actually Yetis, head up by a dude named Eldor, who was just great at hunting and killing, who then left the Order and spread many rumors about why he left. You know? I mean, that's like a decent plot. You know, I could work with that. I'm sure a lot of people could work with that. Like that's not a bad plot. But I'm pretty sure that that means that our time is out for Talk to Transformer because we have 63 weekly characters left. I'm just gonna see what happens if I do this. It's probably gonna say, hey, you have no characters left. That's what I thought. Okay, so we can't create any more characters. We could create an account. I don't know what that does for us. So this is InferKit, state-of-the-art text generation. InferKit offers an interface. Okay, so this is just explaining what it does and how it does it. I'm curious, what is its? So it's like Oh, its whole point is just to generate like prompts or dialogue. Or I'm actually curious, what is its pricing? Beginner, $0. Try out the app with 40,000 characters. Oh, so you get like another 30,000 for signing up, which, you know, if you had fun with me reading all this, which I certainly did, you know, it's worth $0 to go check it out. But $20 a month, 600,000 characters. You can buy custom wow, you can like customize all this randomness stuff. My question is, who would do that? Why would you generate so many like random phrases or things to do? Like, we just did 10,000 characters worth of stories in an hour. We would have to do literally 60 times that to just keep going, you know, to make this $20 a month worth it. Doesn't quite seem worth it to me, you know? But super interesting. So I actually did try and find a couple of these, but this was the only one that seemed to be both free and easily accessed. So, you know, it is what it is. But that being said, we have some cool stories now. And I don't want to, I don't think I'm going to read through them again like I had initially planned because it's a lot of reading. It'd take just about as long to do it as we already did. It'd be pretty boring. But, so yeah, this has been interesting to say the least. This is Talk to Transformer. Again, I highly recommend that you try this out yourselves. You can just Google Talk to Transformer. It'll be the first thing that pops up. I almost guarantee you. I mean, it's the first thing that popped up when I did it. So my nose is clogged again. Sorry. But yeah, it looks like they've got a bunch of standard prompts that you can try. You can play around with it. You don't even have to create an account to get the 10,000 words to start with. So you could start playing with some fun stuff like that. Which would hopefully be very entertaining for you, as it was for me. But yeah, as you can see, it also doesn't generate too much. You know, it generates anywhere from 250 to 500 words at a time. But you know, that's a fairly decent story that you can play around with. And yeah. Kind of blitzed through that a little bit faster than I thought we would, but that's okay. It was a good time. So let's swap back to this mode for real quick. Boop. Oh, I'm in the corner. Oh gosh, why am I in the corner? Hold on, guys, I'm coming. Okay, here I am. Bada bing, bada boom. We're back. So yeah, that was, again, Talk Transformer. Nice thing. I don't know, just an announcement, I guess. I got everything working for everyone who wasn't here at the beginning of the stream. Well, mostly working. The only thing I have left to fix on the model with the rigger is this angry face. It's a little bit hard to notice, which is why I didn't see it at first. But my right eye shrinks and the left one doesn't, which is just kind of amusing. But we got all of our things added, including our new sparkly eyes. Wow. So beautiful. And we've got it all tied to our various buttons. Oh, that's not creepy at all. That's not creepy. So yeah, we finished that a little bit ahead of schedule. So for the rest of the time, we are probably just going to relax with some other stuff. I'm just checking to see if any friends are doing any shenanigans that I should be joining in on. Does not look like it. Nope. All right, so in that case, what we're going to do is we're going to swap to some Path of Exile because reasons, I guess. I don't know. It's my current go-to game for just chilling, which some of you might not find it as relaxing, but I don't know. I greatly enjoy it. Ooh, actually, hold on. Nope, just kidding. We're not going to do that because this will give me... Am I still looking sad? Oh, I was looking sad. There we go. I fixed myself. Maybe. Hopefully I fixed myself. I'm still getting used to playing around with the emotions and stuff on here. Hey, what's up, Zero? How you doing? You missed our epic story time. I'm just going to move myself over here. Yeah, my chat is not working today. It is what it is. So chat just disappeared. It's all good. Oh, that's funny. The guy who rigged my model just subscribed to me like 8 minutes ago. Great guy. Super great to work with. Been an absolute blast. Very good person to work with. Can't recommend him enough. But yeah, it is what it is. That is a very true statement. I kind of blitzed through everything I had planned today super quick. So we're just kind of sitting here chatting. Let me get some music back going. You know what? We're going to try this corporate jingle playlist. I don't know how good this will be, but we'll find out together. Cool. Wingardium Leviosa. Not Leviosa, it's Leviosa. Yeah, basically. Jingle, jingle. Jingle play, jingle play. Oh, yes, that's actually a fun story that I could tell. So, like I said, I was working with the person who did the rigging for the model. And, you know, we just had a few kinks. I think I might have misnamed some things, which is why it wasn't working in the beginning. And so one of the emotion or the expressions that was missing was this one, where my eyes go really small. And I figured out how to add it in myself by just looking at all the other code and finding the correct name. I was gonna do that to try and fix the angry face eye thing, but turns out I'm not quite that good. I'll need the modeler or the rigger's help to help with that one. That one was kind of funny. But yeah, seriously love that guy. Like, it was so frustrating looking for people, and then this guy just has been so communicative every step of the way. I will refer anyone and everyone to him. He does amazing work, as you can tell here. And yeah, for what you get, his prices are great. He has, like I said, he's gone out of his way to try and help and make sure that any problems I've had get fixed. He's been really communicative. I don't know, just it's my first time working with a group of people that like just they just work, right? Like maybe this is just me, but most of the artists I've commissioned with recently, they weren't bad or anything like that. It was just a matter of like I didn't know fully what I wanted, and that is a problem because it can really affect the outcome of the final product if you yourself don't really know what you're looking for, right? Like you can get frustrated with what the artist created because you didn't express it great enough, and I'm very guilty of that. But these two people, fan freaking tastic. I gave them an idea, they ran with it, and boom, they delivered gold. So good. But yeah, one of these days I might stop gushing about them. Probably not, because they're so awesome, but you know, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Anyways, for the rest of the week, here's what I kind of have planned. Saturday is going to be some 3D shenanigans with that 3D environment that I showed off on Saturday. But we're going to be playing around more in it. We might actually build it live, like build a new one live, because that actually sounds kind of fun to do. And then we can hook ourselves up and get into it and see if everything's working right. I don't know, that sounds like fun. Hey, what's up, Abby? How you doing? Welcome. But Thursday's a little bit more open. Haven't really figured out what we're doing then. So I don't know. We're gonna try and hang out with someone or do something crazy, or I don't know, just do something. I usually have my best ideas about the day before or the day of, where I'm like, oh, this is what we're doing. Like this text to speech thing happened because I was trolling around YouTube and saw someone else do something similar. I was like, oh, this will be fun. I'm glad to hear that you're fine, Abby. You'd be able to see yourself on chat if YouTube was working correctly, but you know, we can't have nice things around here, so it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. Thursday, we're going to try out something new. As I kind of mentioned on Discord earlier today, by the way, shameless plug, Discord link is in the comment. Discord link is in the comment if you haven't already joined it. But I kind of decided that the main focus I want to do with things in general is to really focus on doing new stuff and just trying everything and not being afraid of failure, which I kind of already was, but it feels nicer to like put it into actual words. You know, if you're not sure about something, try it. You'll either A, learn that you like it and so you can try it more, or you'll find out that you really didn't like it, and you know, you can try something new. That's the great thing about trying things. And the other thing that I always think is interesting is the earlier you try something, the less impactful the failure is. That's both a good and a bad thing, right? But that's why kids try everything, is because the consequence of failure is so minimal. Like if you try to jump over something, you might scrape your knee and that's bad, but that's it. Whereas, you know, if you try something new creatively and you fail, you might shut yourself out of it for a while. But, you know, I don't know, it's just interesting to talk about. Mostly because I've been listening to Moria Calliope's song on repeat all day, just because it's my current favorite track to listen to. And she kind of echoes the sentiment that I've had all along of, you know, if you don't do something, like if you don't put yourself out there and you're not doing something, it's not good enough to just say that you're planning on doing something. You have to actually do it. And that's kind of why I just jump headfirst into things. I mean, like I got my model and I debuted the next day. Was it 2 days? I might have waited one singular day. Yeah, well, I am listening to it. It's such a good song. Dude, you did your first stream yesterday because of her song. Just do it. Dude, it's kind of amazing how much people just don't realize that. That's why I've just kind of done. Now, I admit I fall into the same rut, right? Like, just I'll if I find something comfortable, I'll keep doing it. But at the end of the day, like, you gotta try something. And sometimes what you try is really rewarding, and other times it's rewarding for a really short time and then it tanks. Like what's currently happening to me. Actually, do you know what, guys? Do you know what? I have something to show you. This is fun. Because I also like talking about numbers. We are going to look at some analytics for the channel. Because we can. You guys are going to get a sneak peek into my secret dungeon of numbers. And then, you know what? Maybe you guys don't care, but I think it's fun. But this just kind of illustrates my point. We're gonna look at this. This isn't meant to brag or anything, which is what this might come off as. It's more just interesting to me and illustrates the point. I do have Firefox added. Boom. Perfect. Let me get rid of the chat window because it's currently not doing anything anyways. So, boom. All right, chat is gone. So let me move myself out of the way, shall we? I'm gonna go over here. Yep, perfect. So this is my YouTube channel analytics. Fun stuff, right? I don't know. This is fun for me to look at. I'm actually having a pretty decent day today. But we're gonna extend this out a little bit. Sometime, oh, actually, we're gonna extend this out to, like, we're gonna do a custom. We're gonna do from the day that I started back on YouTube. You ready for this? So this is my entire time being back on YouTube. Well, back as a VTuber. I technically did some stuff before this, but we're not really counting that because it's all privated and hidden and all that stuff anyways. But whatever. So this is around here. Why does it not show videos back this far? I don't know why. But around here is where I started. Also, this music's a little loud. For me. There we go. Okay, turned it down. So this is where I started, clear in the heck over here. Let's zoom in. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful. So over here, you can actually see the exact day that I debuted. Boom. Saturday, October 3rd, 2020. That was the day I first went live as a VTuber on YouTube. Gave me a lot of good views. Sunday, stream again, got a bunch of views. Monday, streamed again, got a bunch of views. But you'll notice how these views aren't really changing from day to day. And then we have some bigger spikes, when I tried something new. And this was like an Among Us stream, like a super long Among Us stream. I think this was the day that I tried to play like 100 games of Among Us in a day, and I did it. That was a good day. It was something new, and it showed because on the days before and after it, just kind of did super well. But then I returned to doing what I was normally doing. We're crawling along here. We got some normal numbers. We got another spike on this day. I tried to do the same thing that I did for Among Us, but I did it for Fall Guys instead this time. And so I got another boost. And keep in mind, these are all views. And I returned back to what I was doing. Notice how these numbers are pretty similar? Like they're starting to like slowly go up. This was another marathon day. I think I did like a 12-hour stream here. And more of the same, 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 more of the same. Starting to notice a pattern. Nothing's really happening. Nothing is changing. And then all of a sudden, you know, December goes by, January goes by. This was me. I tested something. I tried running an ad on one of my own videos to see what that would do. Didn't really do much. Got me a bunch of views, but nothing else. But that was me trying something, you know? I tried it. Whatever. Didn't work. Went back to doing what I'm doing. Monday morning, I have an idea. Monday morning, well, okay, it wasn't quite that Monday morning, but it was close enough. I have an idea. I'm going to start making these shorter videos because I'm really bad at editing long videos. And I just watched a bunch of stuff about how YouTube Shorts might be a thing. So I tested it out, you know, see what happened. Oh, what's this? That video compared to all my other videos is huge. This is the one I paid an ad for, so I don't count this one. This one doesn't count. Oh, I'm blocking everything. Hold on. I need to move myself. Okay. We're gonna be ahead in the corner. There, we're mostly out of the way. So yeah, we got this guy. He's got a lot of views because I paid for them. But look at everyone else. Everyone else isn't doing that great. Also, that's my secret application for Niji Sanji that they never looked at because all 3 of those views are me. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, nothing. This is the first short video I did. I'm like, huh. 214 views. That's something new. And it worked. Now keep in mind, this is not new content. This is actually from an earlier stream, but I just cut it down to a point that I thought was really funny. It's 28 seconds. It's not very long at all. But it did pretty well. I'm like, oh, well, let's try and make something funny, you know, something that's just short, that's an original, you know, type of thing. That was the first time I used VTube Studio, and I made just the joke of, you know, it's not a phase, mom. That's all I said. And it got a good response. Now keep in mind, before that, 40 was a good video for me. Like, we're down here in the 20s and the teens. This was me trying something new. Didn't work as well as this something new, which was just recutting something old, but it was something new. And then tried it again with another old video. This one did okay. And then I did it with a recent video where I just punted someone off the ledge in Left 4 Dead. And that did really well. Like, this video gained me 4 subscribers. That is better than most of my average days. So I'm like, huh. I got a bunch of views, got a bunch of subscribers. All right, let's keep trying. I tried making a custom cut one for Among Us. I thought this one was pretty good. Didn't do so well. This one still confuses me because I genuinely think I did a decent job with this one. But, you know, basically no likes, not a whole lot of views. That's fine. Whatever. You know, I tried it. It didn't work. Now, I played some golf with some friends. I pasted a couple shorts. Oh, this one did twice as good as our previous best video. This is still on the train of trying something new. And then look at this guy. This one. From the same stream as the one right before it. Look at the views. This is literally the best video on my channel by far. Because I tried something new. Like, this one video is responsible for literally like a third to a half of my channel. Yeah, 87 subs. This one clip, which was from a stream that I already did, is literally almost a third of my channel. And I wouldn't have gotten that if I hadn't tried something new. And this actually, this right here was a Catalyst video. So this is well before, you know, Calliope's song or whatever, right? But this is kind of what lit a fire under me of like, oh, you know what? I can't just keep doing the same thing. I gotta try something new. Because, you know, sure, it might fail several times, but like, this video is, it's a third of my freaking channel, you know? So like, you gotta try new stuff. And plus you gotta keep trying it, right? Like, you can't just try it once and say, oh no, I failed. But it's like, this is what try number, how many tries was this? So we'd done this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This was try number 7, and it kind of worked. And the funny thing is that, you know, the next one after it, one of the worst ones I did. Next one after it, also not too good. But like, this one's pretty good. This one's pretty good. This one's pretty good. But even this one that I say that's like, these two that I say that are not good, that are in the 500s, that's better than anything else on my channel. Like, you know, I don't know. This kind of stuff is fascinating. And this is why, you know, I started, this is the first short video that I really made to try and be like just a short video. Like, everything is contained in this video. Didn't do super well. Again, kind of like this one did better. The other original one did a little bit better. But, you know, at the end of the day, that's why I swapped from like, I was just doing gaming content to like, okay, I swapped to trying tilt brush, or, you know, the very cursed Photoshop shenanigans that we did on debut day, which was Saturday. Why we're trying Talk to Transformer today, you know? I mean, like, look at my previous streams. Just a bunch of, except for this stream. This stream was really good for being so short, but I had to private it because it has a bunch of copyright claims on it. But, you know, we were playing Minecraft, Fall Guys. This was a charity event. That's different. More Minecraft, Monster Hunter World, Monster Hunter World, Monster Hunter World, Monster Hunter World. This was another stream that did really well, and it was me making a tier list. Like, the idea isn't super original, right? But, you know, it's different than what I was doing. More Monster Hunter World. This was also a super fun stream where I was creating terrible Twitter avatars. Like, keep in mind, as you can see here, 46 is a good stream for me. And then, you know, Monster Sanctuary did a couple on. Those were fun. But, you know, again, didn't really do this. This was me kind of testing like, oh, what if I play a game from start to finish type deal. And then, look, this is the clip that has 25,000 views came from this stream that has 37. If I didn't try stuff, I wouldn't have had the success that I had. You know? I don't know. That's just... These are just all the thoughts I have when listening to Maury Calliope, right? Is like... I know streaming is deceptively easy to look at, and like, there's, I can parrot what every streamer says. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes, which is true. But like, at the end of the day, like, I think the only reason why I have done even remotely as well is because I keep trying things. And I know that might be frustrating sometimes for people to watch, but I keep on trying to find something new. But yeah. And then here's a thing that also just kind of blew me in the face, right? Like, or not blew me in the face, was surprising to me. So Path of Exile is a game that I play kind of just for fun. When Ray, let's go broom. Yeah. And I didn't think that people would like watching it, so I hadn't tried streaming it until 2 weeks ago, but I tried it. It did pretty bad, you know, whatever. Went to a VR chat stream. Apparently people really like the VR chat stream. Don't really know why, but people really liked it. So that's something we'll be trying more in the future. For fun, I tried another Path of Exile stream with a different titling system. And look, it's the best stream recently, you know? And then painting in VR. This was a very good stream. Another Path of Exile was stream. funnily enough, this stream that I did that was the same like everything else did the worst. This was me just going back to playing games with friends. Like, it's so weird. Like, trying new stuff has only been good for me so far. And like, this is just me, you know, debuting. And even this is pretty good for how long we've been live. You know, like, I don't know. Maybe this isn't super interesting to everyone, but like, this is why I love doing YouTube, is because I get to try all these weird things, right? And some work out great, and some, you know, some really don't. some really don't. But you know, it's so interesting. That's why you got to try new stuff, you know? But that's why we're going to keep trying new stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the journey as much as I have been. And that was like a really long tangent of me looking at YouTube and talking about analytics, but what can I say? I really like math, and I really like numbers, and I really like looking at things that changes numbers and why those numbers change and all this other shenanigans, you know? But you know, it is what it is. And I'm just glad that you guys are all even here and enjoying it. I don't know. Also these like sort of talking streams, I guess, will be more, we're gonna try more of these too. You know, maybe make it like a weekly thing where I have topics that I want to talk about or something, because that sounds kind of fun, you know? And yeah, I don't know. My brain's in that weird cooling off period where I've said everything that I want to, and now I don't know what to say. That's generally how I think about things, is I have everything on my mind and I have to say all of it, and then as soon as I do, I'm like, well, what do I do now? But I don't know, it's been interesting. Also, I really like this avatar. I hope you guys do too, because I freaking love it. You know, honestly, I wasn't sure just how happy I'd be with it, but like, man, they did such a good job. So good. I just love how everything moves so fluidly, and I'm really happy that I can use VTube Studio now. That was so nice. I just wish chat was also working, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything else today, so we're probably just gonna call it a little bit early. I'll be back on Thursday with something new, as usual. Maybe a new game, because there have been a few that have been shown to me recently that just sound like a lot of fun. And there's someone I'm trying to convince to join me on stream, but they're pretty shy. So I'll have to keep pushing them and see if I can get them on, because they sound like they'd be really fun to do something with. But yeah, wow, I really have nothing left. I have no idea. Well, you can expect to see a video or 2 or 3 or 4 about what happened tonight, because those prompts were hilarious, to say the least. I haven't decided if I'm gonna like try and like do an animated drawing of them, because that would be kind of fun, especially in my terrible drawing style. That just sounds like a ton of fun. But yeah. So I think I'll just call it here. You know, good, nice short stream. Talked about a lot of fun stuff. We'll be back on Thursday and again on Saturday Saturday will be our 3D day. Don't know what we're doing outside of exploring the environment. I actually do think that we'll probably end up building an environment together because that sounds like a ton of fun. And yeah, that's the plan. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Join our Discord if you haven't already. The link is in the pinned comment. And thank you so much for commenting, and subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope that you all have a good morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye.